This is The Showcase on WMIX and WMIXSports.com. Presented by Community First Bank.
Community First Bank, the title sponsor of high school sports on WMIX. That was one good play. Actually, we have had all kinds of good plays here tonight. Make your own great play when you open Community First Bank free high-yield checking account that earns cash back just as for one. Member FDIC, as we welcome you back into the Coach House Garage's pregame show. If you're looking for a garage builder, build a quality garage at a fair price with a 5-year written warranty. Give Darryl Sheridan a call, 244-1061, for a free on-site estimate. Game number 2, Chris, Webber Township and Christopher opened this season up back on November 25th, basically 4 months ago, here in the Christopher Turkey Tournament. Christopher won that game 63-37. So many things have transpired and changed over the year that has happened, and here we are back again, kind of like bookends on the season.
Well, you never figure your first game could also turn into your last game. And, of course, these two teams built out the season against each other back at the Christopher Turkey Tournament in November. And now, for one of these teams, it's going to be their final game. Whether it's going to be the Christopher Bearcats or the Webber Trojans. Of course, the Bearcats come in 13-11. The Trojans, of course, seeking their first win of the year. Of course, no better time than the present to try to get win number 1. If you do, you're going to go to the right side of the regional column. If you go to lose this one, obviously you're done. You'll start getting the baseballs, the bats out, and the gloves. But basically for the Bearcats, obviously you're on your home court hosting the regional, probably the heavy favorite. But if you're the Webber Trojans, I mean, this would be the time to shock the world. Get that first win of the year in a regional game. Get yourself in a semifinal with Sesser-Valier tomorrow night, and just do what you need to do. And, of course, they've depended on a few different players since the last time I got to see them. Of course, Jordan Wheeler had that great game at the Rich Heron Classic. You did that game against, I believe, Carrier Mills that day at of course, the Rich Heron Gymnasium. But if you're the Webber Trojans in this, you just got to do whatever you got to do to try to get this win here tonight. Of course, you've come so close. You've played so much better these past few games. Whether momentum's on your side or not, that remains to be seen. But have got to do the things they need to do to get this win here tonight.
Yeah, they got to do those. And the thing about postseason, you're 0-0. Right now, the only team here in this tournament that's 1-0 is Waltonville. They advanced in the previous game 39-31. We can also tell you in other games, it was Lawrenceville losing to Carmi at the Mount Carmel Boys Regional 71-68. Weekly Central A&M girls beat Goreville in the 1A Super 67-41. And at the half, Vienna leads Chester in boys play 28-22. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. Talk to your neighbors and talk to Scott Owens and see why State Farm insures more drivers than Geico and Progressive combined. Great service and discounts like a good neighbor. Scott Owens is there. Like good neighbors, we need to take another break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about this one between Webber Township and Christopher on the Showcase on WMIX.
Enjoy fresh new market merchandise at Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn. Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Paula Dean's new River House collection, and truckloads of new accessories are all 10 to 25% off. Or choose 24 months free financing store-wide at Newell's. So come in now while the selection's the best on America's favorite furniture. That's Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn. New stuff and new savings.
Your spine is a miracle of engineering, so when pain strikes, your body is telling you to get help fast. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois is proud to feature their spine care team. Doctors Kowalski and Smith, the professionals at Orthopedic Center, specialize in back and neck pain. So put our spine care team on the job. Find out more online at orthocenter-si.com. Stop the pain, fix the problem, and enjoy life again. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the collision pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
The Batter's Box in Woodlawn has 17-foot ceilings with a half basketball court, full-length batting cage, pitching machine, and climate control for year-round use. The Batter's Box is a great place for basketball, baseball, or softball practice with active clinics and lessons in the spring and fall. Contact Scott Smith at 316-1437 to reserve the Batter's Box for your team or party. Speaking of parties, plan your next birthday party with the Batter's Box, located at 614 North Main in Woodlawn. Call 316-1437 for prices and availability.
This is The Showcase, presented by Community First Bank.
This pregame show has been brought to you by Coach House Garages. If you're in need of a garage, fixture, car, or price possession, Coach House Garages has building for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-site estimate. Dennis Whiskey, Chris Hugo alongside here all week at the Christopher Regional. We'll cover every game here on WMIX all the way through it. And, you know, you're looking at these two teams, Christopher at 13-11, a team that has battled some injuries through the years. We saw them at Carbondale at SIU beat Waltonville very nicely, a team that's been up and down, and Eric Stallman trying to find that rhythm, as is Brad Beatty trying to find the rhythm of what's going on with his team by this time of the year.
Well, you're trying to find the parts that work, and right now is the time that you hope you have that figured out as you head into the postseason and into March at the end of the week. And, you know, you kind of test and tinker with some things throughout the regular season as November turns to December and then into the new year and into February. But right now, I think for the Bearcats, hoping they haven't figured out, had some ups and downs along the way. Of course, winning the Turkey Tournament, Jacob Towers was the MVP there, first father-son with his dad, obviously, to win the MVP of the Christopher Turkey Tournament. So things look like they're off to a nice start for the Bearcats. But then they head to the Sesser-Valier Holiday Tournament, kind of have a rough and tumble way to go there, as I believe ended up in the fifth-place bracket. But, you know, finally here we are. And, of course, they beat Waltonville at the Saluki shootout. Looked like things were strolling nicely for them there, but then had some questionable losses over the rest of the season. But Eric Stallman, I think, looks pretty confident. Looks like he may have some things figured out with his starting lineup tonight, and hoping that it'll pay off in this regional. You're on your home court, couldn't ask for much more than that. You win this, you get your 148 rival Sesser-Valier on Wednesday night, a chance to maybe knock them off your home floor. A team that came so close to winning a regional last year at Waltonville before falling to Steelville on a Saturday night.
Starting lineup tonight brought to you by the Batters Box in Woodlawn. Baseball and softball lessons start March 3rd. Lessons are $12 an hour for 6 to 15-year-olds. Give Scott Smith a call today. It's 316-1437. Time for the first of the two starting lineups. I'll turn it over to Chris Hugo, and he'll get the pick. That's true. We don't have those starting lineups. We have to wait like everybody else.
Yeah, it's like
yeah, that was not good.
It's like I can give you 40% of Christopher at the moment. If you'd like that 40%.
Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen. And we have to take a break for the anthem. This is not on the script, but we'll take a break, come back with those starting lineups for after this break on the showcase on WMIX.
Enjoy fresh new market merchandise at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn. Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Paula Dean's new River House collection, and truckloads of new accessories are all 10 to 25% off. Or choose 24 months free financing store-wide at Newell's. So come in now while the selection's the best on America's favorite furniture. That's Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn. New stuff and new savings.
Your spine is a miracle of engineering, so when pain strikes, your body is telling you to get help fast. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois is proud to feature their spine care team. Doctors Kowalski and Smith, the professionals at Orthopedic Center, specialize in back and neck pain. So put our spine care team on the job. Find out more online at orthocenter-si.com. Stop the pain, fix the problem, and enjoy life again. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the Collision Pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
The Batters Box in Woodlawn has 17-foot ceilings with a half basketball court, full-length batting cage, pitching machine, and climate control for year-round use. The Batters Box is a great place for basketball, baseball, or softball practice with active clinics and lessons in the spring and fall. Contact Scott Smith at 316-1437 to reserve the Batters Box for your team or party. Speaking of parties, plan your next birthday party with the Batters Box, located at 614 North Main in Woodlawn. Call 316-1437 for prices and availability.
This is the Showcase, presented by Community First Bank.
Starting lineup brought to you by the Batters Box in Woodlawn. Perfect for your child's birthday party or any party in general. $50 for 2 hours. Give Scott Smith a call at 316-1437. I'll turn it over to Chris Hugo for the starting lineup of this
ball game. Well, first we'll go ahead and meet the home team. We'll meet Eric Stallman's Christopher Bearcats. They come in 13-11 on the year. They're going to start number 3, the Christopher Turkey Tournament MVP, Jacob Towers. Number 5, Hunter Wheeler. Nice legacy, of course, with the Wheeler family here in Christopher. Luke Sager, number 13, will get a start tonight for Coach Stallman. Number 23, Josh Coloni. And number 30, Ethan Connor. And those are your starters tonight for the Christopher Bearcats. Again, come in 13-11. So regardless of how they finish, assured of a record of over 500 here on the season. Of course, we will also take a look at the Webber Trojans, looking for their first win tonight, coached by Brad Beatty. They'll start number 4, Zane Austin. Number 20, the freshman, Jackson Helm. Number 22, Brandon Raymer. Number 24, Nick Anderson. No, not that one. No, wait. I copied down the wrong roster because I think 24 is Lane Moser. Yep. And then number 44 is Jordan Wheeler. Yep.
Those starting lines brought to you by the Batters Fox and Woodlawn. Woodlawn now has that great space for ball practice and parties. The Batters Fox has a half basketball court, full-length batting cage, pitching machine, and climate control for year-round use. With that polar vortex coming down the road here in a couple of days, you'll need that. Give Scott Smith a call, 316-1437.
Clearly, here in the home of T.J. Wheeler, has a line eye on the mind.
Well, that's your problem. Christopher will be introduced. While they do that, we'll tell you that Chris and I will pick your Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one's over. February's American Heart Month. Know your numbers. Make an appointment with your doctor today. Crossroads Community Hospital is more than a hospital. It's what health care is. Christopher being introduced in front of a large contingent of fans here. The winner of this game will play Sesser-Valier on Wednesday night, right around probably 7:50. As we see one of our good friends in the media head out. And the winner of this game, Christopher Webber, play at 8 o'clock on Wednesday night with the winner with Sesser-Valier. We're looking at multitasking. Webber will be in their blue jerseys, trimmed in gold and white. Christopher in their home white, trimmed in orange and blue. Coached by Eric Stallman, and, of course, Webber, coached by Brad Beatty, two friends of the Saturday Sports Show. You can listen to the Saturday Sports Show every Saturday morning on AM 940 and online at WMIXsports.com from 8:08 a.m. to 10 a.m. Just talking that social media question of the week. Christopher cheerleader finish their floor routine, the opening floor routine, and we'll get ready to go in game number 2 here from Christopher. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. New content, always posting new content on there all the time as we get ready to go. It will be Coloni jumping center against Mosier. Webber in blue, Christopher in white. The winner gets Sesser-Valier Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. Tip controlled by the Christopher Bearcats, and that's Hunter Wheeler. He'll bring it into the front court. Yeah, get a sweet tart. Hunter already had his sweet tarts for the night. Right corner to Towers. Towers been very impressive to Sager, top of the key. Left wing to Hunter Wheeler. To Towers, top of the key. Dribbles in, elbow, back to Wheeler behind the wing. Top of the key to Coloni, over to Wheeler, left side. Now dribbles, now goes top of the key, no swinging around. Sager over to Towers. Baseline to Wheeler. Now in the paint, no one home, recovered by Coloni. Now back to Sager, top of the key, Wheeler. Over in the right corner to Connor. Connor to Wheeler. Webber playing very good defense early on. Towers comes down lane, kicks it left side. That is to Coloni. Top of the key, Wheeler. His 2 on the way. Short rebound to the corner, out of bounds. It'll belong, and it got referees pointing 2 different ways. One referee staying home. The other referee's running this way. I just told one of the referees, you better look backwards. And one referee was coming toward us. Had to help him out a little bit.
I think now since he went to the trouble coming down this way, you might see it go the other way.
Oh, I bet not. But, we'll see. Speaking of, call Luke Rowley with Rowley's Excavating and Concrete Finishing for your sidewalks or driveways. They specialize in commercial and residential concrete work for the busy business owner. Give Luke a call, 237-0552, as Josh Coloni sneaks in on the inbound. They started that quickly. Got us off guard. Here comes Webber down 2-0 with a basketball. Raymer on the ring. The Wheeler, top of the key, left side to Austin. Austin will come over right now left, wearing 2 sleeves tonight. Goes left baseline to Mosier. Back out to Jackson Helm on the left wing. Helm top of the key, Wheeler. Picks up the dribble, now back to Austin, top of the key. Austin with it, goes to the left, now back to the right, pocket pick by Towers. Jake will go the other way and had it stripped from behind on a good play by Raymer. Goes out of bounds off of Towers, and what a nice hustle play by Raymer of Webber Township.
I caught up with him and thought he was going to make Towers earn it. That's just a turnover, apparently. Wow.
That's a turnover. 2-0. Webber trails Christopher, 6.5 to go in the first. Austin between the circles. Austin on the dribble, looking, goes right side Jackson Helm, guarded by Wheeler. Now Helm goes to the top of the key free throw line to Raymer. Raymer in traffic, top of the key, left wing to Wheeler. Wheeler picks up dribble off the hands of Austin to the timeline. He fights for it, and Towers is going to be called for the foul. First on Jacob Towers, first on Christopher. WMIXsports.com, your streaming home for high school sports. Online. Scoreboard update over at 9 as well on the high school sports season. Webber will inbound. Hanging around here early on in this one. And with that basketball, here comes Austin. Lob pass to Wheeler, left elbow. Wheeler with it, goes to Austin on the left side. Austin back on the wing to Wheeler. His three on the way up. Long off the mark. Rebound Towers. 5:50 to go in the first. Christopher leads 2-0. Here comes Wheeler. Left wing to Sager. Sager with it inside. They go to Connor. Post-up jump hook. Off the rim and good. Connor rattling around. Ethan Connor gets his first point at 4-0. Christopher over Webber. Austin goes left side to Raymer. Raymer behind there, top of the key to Jackson Helm. His three on the way is up good. Jackson Helm knocks down his first point of the game, 4-3. Webber down 1. Wheeler will bring it into the front court for the Bearcats. Up on the left side. Now over on the right, Hunter Wheeler, top of the key to Coloni. Back to Wheeler, corner to Towers. Towers has it. Towers in the paint. Now around top of the key. Sager for a three on the way. Short rebound goes to Jackson Helm. Helm will bring it up for the Trojans. He'll leave off for Austin now. Austin goes left side to Raymer. Raymer with it. Over top of the key, Jackson Helm. Helm wants to hand off to Austin. 4:45 to go in the first. Webber trails 4-3. Austin to Raymer, left corner. Raymer with it on the dribble with the blue mouthpiece. Top of the key pass to Wheeler. Wheeler off to Austin. Austin with it. Between the circles. Now goes left wing to Raymer. Top of the key over on the right side to Helm. In the corner to Wheeler. Wheeler, that's Jordan Wheeler with two Wheelers, one for each side. Now to Mosier. Top of the key to Helm. Takes it to the left wing now to Wheeler. Top of the key. Down the lane he comes. He falls hard to the ground. Well, that'll be a tripping foul. No, they call out of bounds. Called double dribble. Okay.
That just,
No.
whoa.
I didn't miss.
I didn't dream that?
No, you can't double dribble if you don't dribble more than once and then stop and pick it back and do it again. And you can't double dribble if you get tackled. But anyway, Christopher goes the other way and scores. Ethan Connor on a backdoor cut. Pass from Sager, 6'3" Bearcats. Unbelievable. Known call. How Wheeler went down, and no call, no nothing, is beyond me. On the right wing with it is Raymer. Left side, recovers to the top of the key. Raymer goes left corner Wheeler. His shot from three on the way. Short rebound, Hunter Wheeler. Hunter comes up the right side. Down the lane, goes around Helm. Layup good. And Christopher out quickly with an 8-3 lead. Timeout, Brad Beatty.
That was a good transition play by Hunter Wheeler. Got the rebound, went licked the floor. Easy layup off of the window. But, yeah, you go back to that play for Webber, and who knows how that's going to evolve over the course of the game and see the impact overall. But Wheeler was coming down the near side of the lane, and it got tripped up and was tripped and didn't attempt another dribble on the basketball. So I'm amazed that ended up in a double dribble call. And, you know, I mean, it was incorrect. There's not much more you can say about it, but let's see how that impacts the rest of the game, as that did turn into more points for Christopher.
I'm just telling you how that was not a foul is beyond me. 3:31 to go in the first. Christopher leads Webber 8-3. Bank on your hometown team. Community First Bank, home with a one account featuring free checking, high yield interest. Member FDIC. Webber will have the basketball. Austin will bring it into the front court, guarded by Towers. Christopher, man-to-man, throws it left wing to Raymer. Raymer dribbles to the right, but still on the left wing. Now goes deep left wing to Jordan Wheeler. Jordan throws it top of the key to Mosier. He'll come to the elbow to Jackson Helm. Left wing three on the way. No good. Short. Rebound to the left wing. Recovered by Connor to Hunter Wheeler. Hunter up the left side. Gets to Coloni to the rim. Layup no good. Too strong. Kicks out on the floor. Austin has the rebound. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. That's how Chris and I got to this game. As Webber trails 8-3 with 2:50 to go in the first. With the basketball, Austin with it between the circles. Towers all over him. Austin comes to the right. That is to Raymer. Raymer throws inside to Helm at the block. Throws up a shot. He got traveled, but I guess the reason he traveled is because he was shoved from behind. That foul is on Hunter Wheeler. That's his first, team second. Facebook.com/WMIX Sports. Give us a like. When you go to look at our content, we just put some new content on there at Facebook.com/WMIX Sports. Mosier to the rim, shot blocked by Coloni, his first, team's third. And Lane Mosier was like a mole in the dirt rooting his way to the shot. He was going to get there no matter what. And right at the line now is Mr. Mosier. Shot short, he'll get another. 8-3, Webber on trails by Christopher by 5. Second free throw on the way is good. If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Banks at home in Dixie and Mount Vernon and Woodlawn. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. Down the lane after the made free throw goes Sager, and he's fouled. The first on Webber in the ballgame. I believe that is on Jackson Helm, his first. Now it goes Sager will send to the line to shoot two. Continuing our scoreboard update from a while ago, it is Johnson City over El Dorado after 3, 40-36. And in the first game here, as Sager makes the first free throw, it was Waltonville over Wayne City, 39-31. Impressive performance tonight by the Spartans in their first game out of the shoot of the region. Sager makes them both. It is 10-4, good buddy. Christopher over Webber Township. And now Webber has the basketball. With it on the left side is Raymer, guarded closely. Raymer top of the key. Looks, goes to the right to Jackson Helm. In the corner to Austin, guarded by Towers. Austin comes left, now right, now back to the left. Out to the top of the key. Austin throws it to Mosier at right elbow to Helm, who dribbles from right wing to Lane. Shot short, rebound Wheeler. His shot blocked by Coloni, and it'll go to Hunter Wheeler. Here he comes down the lane. That's a bump foul by Austin, his first, team second. Comes on the other way. Those scores that we brought to you just now, brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. Give him a call at 242-3770 to get to a better state. Christopher inbounds the basketball and it's stolen away by Austin. So Christopher, a little sloppy early on, turns the ball over. 1:40 to go here in the first quarter. Webber down to Christopher, 10-4. Wheeler goes in the corner to Austin for the Trojans. Austin's fouled by Towers. That's 2 on Towers. And you kind of get the feeling Christopher kind of reaching a little bit more than moving their feet.
Right. They're reaching, and the thing is, I think they're being over-aggressive because they think that Webber's just going to roll over, that the Trojans are just going to give up the basketball, and they're going to be able to turn those into easy points, just like they did back in the Turkey tournament. It's a different Webber team. Not going to be able to do some of the things you did back in November, but if you play it the right way and kind of not totally be passive, but settle down a little bit, I think you're going to see some turnovers in the points.
Kristen Webber has the basketball in front of us. We sit on the stage. Right wing, Jackson Helm. Top of the key, Austin on the left wing now. Austin will come to the left, cut off by Towers. Now Webber has it. That is Raymer, top of the key. Raymer with it, comes down the lane. He's going to throw up a shot. It's short, rebound to Christopher. Hunter Wheeler with the basketball. Wheeler gets it across the other way to Sager, and he travels with the basketball. Out of control a little bit. Sager travels.
3 turnovers here in the first quarter for the Trojans, and Webber absolutely cleaning up on the glass on the defensive end. 5 of 6 possible rebounds on the defensive glass for the Bearcats. Only 1 offensive rebound that would be for the Trojans.
Towers out, Trayvon Brown in for Christopher. Austin will bring it over to the left side of the floor. Now hands off to Raymer. He'll hand off to Gagne over the top of the key. Gagne with it over on the right side to Raymer. Raymer with 2 dribbles, now 3, now 4 to the top. Left dribble hand off to Austin. Austin dribbles to the right side. Austin with it, comes back to the left. Austin guarded by Brown, now gets to the rim. Shot is up and short. Rebound controlled by a dump ball. As both players are on the floor looking for it. And it'll go to Webber on alternating possession with 20.5 seconds left to go. And inbounding will be Gagne in front of us to our right. Throws it out in the left corner to Jackson Helm with 18 seconds. Helm down the lane, and that's a bump foul. And that's on Wheeler. So Towers with 2, Wheeler with 2. Your starting guards for Christopher.
Ill afford that at this point. Of course, in foul trouble now as a team with 17 seconds left to go in the first. Not quite what you wanted. Hunter Wheeler will have a seat. Maurice Brown will check in.
Well, now what you have is Brown and Brown in for Christopher. The backup guards to Towers and Wheeler. Raymer has the ball in the baseline inbounds top of the key. He'll come to the right on the dribble to the corner. Back out top of the key to Austin with 7. Austin off the ball screen for Moser. Down the lane, running shot glass. Short rebound goes to Coloni. Coloni baseball pass hits the light fixture above the 10-4. And at the end of 1, it's Christopher 10, Webber Township 4. You're listening to the Showcase on WMIX.
A digestive problem can affect every area of your life. But now there's a specialist right here in town who focuses on digestive health. Mayo Clinic trained Dr. Tegpal Atwal has opened the only gastroenterology clinic in Mount Vernon. Dr. Atwal treats acid reflux, gallbladder problems, inflammatory bowel disease, ulcers, and more. For your appointment with Dr. Atwal at Crossroads Specialty Clinic, call 618-241-9071.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
We're worldwide. This is the Showcase on WMIX and WMIXSports.com. Presented by Community First Bank.
End of 1 quarter, Christopher. It is Christopher 10, Webber Township 4. Denny Czerwinski and Chris Hugo here, Christopher. Courtesy of the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. Bearcats with a basketball to start. That is Trayvon Brown down the lane. His shot off the mark. Rebound goes to Jackson Helm. Helm will give it to Austin. Webber down 10-6 early on here in the second quarter, but they have the basketball in the left corner is Raymer. Raymer with it back top of the key to Helm. Helm with it over on the right side to Austin. As the officials from the first game come out of the hospitality room. Good food here tonight. Corner trap. Gagne throws it left to Wheeler. In the lane. Jordan falls down, stolen away by Trayvon Brown. Here come the Bearcats. Right wing Sager. Back out top the key, stolen away by Raymer. Raymer will come the other way for Webber to the rim. Shot good and a foul. Brandon Raymer gets to the rim and has a chance for a three-point play. That foul is on Trayvon Brown, his first, team 6. And Chris, it's one of those deals where the guards for the Bearcats have not found a rhythm yet in this game tonight.
They haven't. Now you can turn it into a one-possession game here if you're Raymer with the free throw as he misses.
Free throw miss. Sager retrieves for Christopher. He'll come and give it to an unnamed soldier in the book over to Brown. Brown with it down the lane. Shot short in the foul. Maurice Brown to go to the line to shoot 2. That is the third foul on Webber. That's the first foul on Jordan Wheeler. Uh-oh. Somebody has snuck into the book and no name or number.
Well, let's see. You have Raymer, Austin, Gagne.
No, I mean for Christmas. Oh, number 11 is Brown misses the first.
Boo.
Make your own great play when you open Community First Bank free yield checking account that earns cash back. Just ask for one member FDIC. We'll also pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one's over. Why wait? I should say February is American Heart Month. Know your numbers. Make an appointment with your doctor today. Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what health care should be. So Maurice Brown misses both free throws. Sager sneaks in for the rebound, draws the foul. And Jordan Wheeler's picked up his second foul in a matter of seconds. And that'll send Sager to the line to shoot 2. See what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
My bad.
First free throw up and in by Sager, much to the delight of the Christopher fans to our left.
Now Sager's gotten all of his offense thus far.
11-6. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. New content being tweeted up there consistently.
That is Ike McPhail.
Ike McPhail is into the ball game. Second free throw by Sager is good. He has 4, all on free throws. Christopher has doubled the lead to 12-6. Now they have Webber has it. Raymer's trap. Now throws it right side to Austin and gets this trapping zone. And timeout, Brad Beatty. Timeout, Brad Beatty. 6:44 to go in the first half. Webber trails Christopher 12-6. We'll tell you about the halftime show coming up shortly when this half is over. Sponsored by Rim Lake College. They can save you thousands on your college education. See how to apply online at rlc.edu. With 6:44 to go, you have Towers and Wheeler on the bench with foul trouble, 2 each. Webber Township playing very pesky here in this first half. Really got to be impressed with Brad Beatty's crew. Haven't won a game all year, but they're playing very well.
Well, that's the thing. Is their best basketball has definitely come down the stretch and have come all so close. We saw them come close in the MTC 9th place game. Of course, almost got past the Goreville Bison. Then, of course, you had them, of course, the Rich Aaron Classic. Looks like they might pick up a win there, but Carrier Mills Stoneford was able to pull away. So, I mean, they have been playing better basketball late. Had a good game against, I believe, Sisney last week in Midland Trail Conference play. So, playing their best basketball at the right time. And for the Trojans, down only 6 here, 12-6, you certainly hope that something starts to happen. They start to develop some sort of offensive plan and able to enable that plan.
Webber turns it over. Christopher trails Brown. He throws it back to the top of the key to McPhail. Well, I tell you what, that was drawn in the dirt very well, and Sager traveled the basketball. 6:25 to go and nothing doing there. A little worse. Well, you can do worse, we can do worse better.
And to finish that earlier point before the turnover there, got to make something happen, got to be able to make some things happen in transition especially. But right now for the Trojans, you've been given the gift of the turnover. You have to capitalize here and get some points.
There's a foul on McPhail. Christopher's guards can't move their feet. 17 fouls on the Bearcats as a whole slew of Connor, Towers, and Wheeler will come in, and Raymer will go to the line and shoot to 1-1. 6:18 to go in the first half. Your community, your choice, your bank with 5 locations of friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. At the line is Raymer. Webber trails Christopher 12-6. Winner gets SV Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. Raymer makes the first. He has 3, all in this quarter. 12-7. Christopher leads by 5. Raymer with 1 more. Second free throw up and in. Raymer hits both, and the Trojans playing very pesky here in this first half. Wheeler right side to Towers, top of the key, left wing to Sager. Back top of the key to Wheeler, over on the right side. Brown to Wheeler, down to Sager, shot up, rebound to Webber Township. Raymer with a basketball. Austin will walk it up. Brad Beatty says, spread it out. Give us a like at Facebook.com/WMIX Sports. New content on there all evening long. Zone trap caused Webber some problems. And they threw it away, and Austin picks up his second. That's the 5th on Webber Township.
Looks like things are starting to go the way of the Trojans. Got their first defensive rebound of the quarter on the Christopher miss, and couldn't get across the timeline cleanly, of course, off the zone trap, and end up turning it over. And if you're Christopher here, if you get some points, obviously momentum shifts entirely back in your direction, though you've been outscored 4-2 in this quarter.
Hunter has it. Hunter Wheeler. Towers off the dribble. Baseline, he goes. Pull-up jumper up and in. Jake Towers with his first points of the game, and it's 14-8. Christopher by 6 with 5.5 to go.
Now that evens things up in this quarter for both teams. It's a 4-4 quarter right now, so you lost a little bit of momentum here if you're the Trojans. Turn it over again at half court.
Yeah, turnover starting to bite as Hunter Wheeler gets his 4th point. Christopher now up by 8, 16-8 as they double the lead.
Clean pick by Wheeler off of the ground. It was bounced off the foot of Raymer. Wheeler picked it up, went in for the easy layup again. 2 easy layups in transition for Wheeler, who now has 4.
And now across the timeline. That's Raymer in the right corner. He's fouled by Hunter Wheeler, so he has 3. He'll go back to the bench, and Raymer will go to the line to shoot to 1-1. Some scores, we can tell you, we're looking around to update a whole bunch of stuff as we go here. It was Lawrenceville over Carmine. I should say Carmine beat Lawrenceville, and boys play 71-68. Boys play at half. North play over Red Hill 16-13. Red Bud over DuQuoin into 3, 52-46. And at the end of 3, it was a score of Johnson City El Dorado 40-36. Raymer misses the free throw. And then Wheeler gets it to Towers to Sager, left wing, top of the key to Brown. And it's Trayvon Brown over to Towers. He'll drive to the rim and score. Speed and strength is key to his game. It's 18-8. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scotto and the State Farm Insurance. Friendly advice when you need the right level of protection and discounts you deserve. Give them a call at 242-3770 to get to a better state. Webber needs to get to a better state as well. Gagne in the left corner out to Helm, deep left wing. Stolen away by Trayvon Brown. He's going to go coast to coast and score. I like what Christopher rolls out there with these four guards, always pressuring, always quick defensively.
Well, they're great guards. I mean, quick in transition, obviously able to force a turnover, get the steal, and can score. It's hard to find two guards that can score, let alone four.
Now another steal. Here comes Maurice Brown to the rim, and the Christopher guard playing havoc. It's 22-8. Christopher by 14 with 4:01 to go in the first half. Turnovers.
Well, 10 points off the turnovers now in the quarter alone for the Bearcats. And, of course, Hunter Wheeler has 4 points off the turnovers tonight. Towers have 4 points of turnovers in this quarter, and then the Brown and Brown have points off the turnovers in the quarter, 2 apiece. And so you look at what's happened here. All the Bearcats' points have been off of the turnover here in this second quarter with 4:01 left. And you take those 10 points away, it's a 12-8 ball game, an entirely different complexion. But right now, sloppy offense from Webber has led to easy offense for the Bearcats.
WMIXsports.com, your streaming home for high school sports on WMIX. Scoreboard update every night of the high school sports season at the WMIXsports.com. We have those scoreboard updates from August to June anytime there's high school sports. Here with 4:01 to go, Webber was hanging around and the turnover bug took place.
Well, that's the thing. It's not as if they've really gotten any looks from the field, Danny. They have, let's see, a field goal. I have them 1 of 1 from the field here in the quarter. And then, of course, they've had some chances at the free throw line now, 2 of 4. But, 3 of those free throw opportunities were in the bonus. The other one, of course, came as an and one. So Webber just hasn't been able to get to the basket. There haven't been any opportunities to take outside shots because they can't get there because they're turning it over. So it's been kind of a problematic second quarter here for the Trojans.
Across the timeline, Jackson Helm gets to the rim, throws up a shot, and he's fouled. Kind of bumped into Ethan Connor. And that'll be at least 10 on Christopher, so Jackson Helm will go to the line to shoot 2. 3:48 to go in this one in the first half. We'll say about the Saturday Sports Show every Saturday morning on AM 940, also online at WMIXsports.com from 8:08 a.m. to 10 a.m.
That's a good job by Helm. I mean, we talked about Christopher. The Trojans weren't able to make any shots happen, unable to get inside due to the trap at the timeline. Helm did a good job of going to the far side, found a nice seam to break into the post, and launched a shot as he was falling, and was able to get 2 shots to the line for 2 points.
And that free throw also good. Helm hits both. He has 5. It is 22-10. Now Christopher top of the key. Brown has it. Brown with it. To Towers, left wing to Sager. Sager with it, and over the right side to Brown. Over to Sager, top of the key. Sager splits the double team, goes to the block, goes baseline untouched, and scores. Sager has 4 1/4, 6 in the game.
That's a good job by Sager to make something out of nothing. Defense broke down underneath. Sager saw it as he was coming off of the arc on the left side. He was able to split the defense, got in for an easy bucket.
24-10. Christopher's 1-2-2 trap, turns it over again. Trayvon Brown throws to Jake Towers, who goes to the rim and scores. Wow. If you get guard play like Christopher gets tonight, they're going to be a force in this tournament.
They're going to be tough to beat, especially if they win tonight and play Sesser tomorrow. Of course, emotions would already be high with it being a rivalry game. If they can play like this, they could be unstoppable.
Here comes Austin. He gets to the rim, and he's fouled by Connor. That's 2 on him. The only problem with Christopher is they get too many fouls going like this. They get in a little bit of foul trouble as they go along.
Well, and that's why it's nice to have the 4-guard sets that they do. Of course, you have Hunter Wheeler on the bench right now with 3 fouls, but you have Brown and Towers. Towers has 6 points in the quarter off the turnover.
First free throw by Austin is good. He'll get another.
Saving grace for the Trojans, meanwhile, has been the free throw. Of course, 2 misses, but if they can continue to make free throws, they're going to stay a little bit closer. But if Christopher can keep forcing turnovers, grabbing steals, intercepting passes, disrupting the passing lane, it'll be a long night for the Trojans as Christopher turns those turnovers into points.
Oh, yeah. Okay, second free throw up and in. Executive producers everywhere. The game is tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, but Wednesday.
What'd I say, tomorrow?
I said tomorrow.
Yeah, there it is.
The executive producer from the culture part of the world is catching up on things now. Top of the key for Christopher.
It's a day that ends in Y. They've It's during our basketball season where we have a game or two every night.
Yeah.
They play together easily.
Coloni makes it down. That shot in the lane, 28-12. We thank everybody for listening. If we didn't have anybody keep us up, we wouldn't know what to say.
Hey, man, I'm starting to crash off of the sugar high.
Austin comes down the lane, splits right corner to Raymer. His three on the way is up, rattles off, long rebound to Christopher. Cups over to McPhail. Left corner, that is to Connor. Connor with it. With it over the right side, Brown throws on the right wing. Out top to Key McPhail. McPhail throws it over to Maurice Brown. Down the lane on the curl, he comes left to right and scores. Maurice Brown with 4 1/4, 30-12. Christopher leads by 18. 1:55 to go in the first half. Here comes Austin. Austin to the left, to the right, switch double team, left corner, Jackson Helm, that's a 2. Long off the mark, rebound Mosier, had it, lost it, got it back, throws up a shot blocked by Brown, but he got too much arm on that putback, and that'll send Lane Mosier to the line to shoot 2 in front of us who sit on the stage here at Christopher. Some of the youngsters giving me a hard time looking up here. As the first free throw is up and in by Mosier. Most of them I know. And the second free throw's no good. Mosier gets the rebound. Kicks it to the right corner Helm. He got caught for travel. 1:36 to go in the first half. If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank at home. Back to personal banking. Christopher with a basketball. With it from Brown. Rebound. He tracks his own rebound down on the right side. Now throws it around. Now goes Fox, pass, bounce, pass over to Connor in the lane. Shot short. Rebound in the post, up and in by Coloni. He has 6. And Christopher out to a 32-13 lead with 1:10 to go in the first half.
And that's the point where they start to cruise. I mean, we can get second and third chances in the lane and get a good post-up move by Coloni to make it a 19-point game. You turn it into 20, it starts to wonder.
The 1-2-2 zone trap at half court by Christopher has been the downfall of the Webber Trojans in this first half. Too many turnovers. And what was about a 12-6 game has turned into a 32-13 Christopher lead with under a minute to go in the first half. Austin over the timeline, and that's over and back. Went one way, came back, and went back across the timeline. That is over and back, 55 seconds to go.
You don't want to go into that locker room down 20.
No, you got to keep it at 19 or less. Webber wobbling right here late first half. Christopher with a basketball. That is Connor at the free throw line to Maurice Brown, top of the key. Left wing McPhail. Back to Maurice Brown, and the Bearcats will go with 37 seconds left. Maurice Brown will back it up near the timeline. Over on the Bearcat logo, throws it right side to McPhail. McPhail now dribbles, now throws it to Connor. And McPhail tried to get it back from Connor, but Helm said no. Now McPhail has it on that right wing with 17 seconds to get this Webber man-to-man. Ooh. McPhail kept it from a double dribble. Comes to the right on the dribble. Now back to the left. Christopher will throw it around to Brown inside to Coloni. Jump shot glass too long and strong. Rebound goes to Mosier. He gets to Raymer with 1 second. Three-quarter court shot. No good off the backboard. We have played one half of basketball in this regional quarterfinal at Christopher. It is Christopher 32, Webber Township 13. We'll take a break and come back with the scoring and stats. It's on the Red Lake College Halftime Show. You're listening to the Showcase on WMIX.
Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford Lincoln dealer at Ford Square, Mount Vernon. Construction, heavy hauling, emergency vehicles, agriculture, forestry, utility services. Within these and countless other essential industries, the guys and gals who do the toughest work count on one heavy-duty truck more than any other, the Ford F-Series Super Duty. Day in and day out, built Ford Tough. Diesel and gas powertrains enable F-Series Super Duties to pump out plenty of horsepower and torque, along with great fuel economy. At Ford Square, we have cashback incentives up to $5,500 on F Super Duties and a great selection right now. Come see one of our sales associates at Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, where the best never rest. And you can also view all of our inventory, new and pre-owned, at fordsquare.com.
Is your concrete driveway or maybe your sidewalk cracked, unsightly, or even non-existent? Let Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing in Woodlawn be a part of your home or business renovation in the new year. A true family-owned and operated local business, Rowley's Excavating specializes in dirt excavation and hauling, residential and commercial concrete jobs too. There's nothing these guys can't do. Get a free quote by calling Luke Rowley at 237-0552. That's 237-0552. Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing. They get dirty so you don't have to. Call Luke today.
Enjoy fresh new market merchandise at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn. Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Paula Dean's new River House collection, and truckloads of new accessories are all 10 to 25% off. Or choose 24 months free financing store-wide at Newell's. So come in now while the selection's the best on America's favorite furniture. That's Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn. New stuff and new savings.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the collision pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
Dig in with full contact coal miner training at Red Lake College. Learn in our new 20,000 square feet coal mine training center. Use real equipment like continuous miners and power sitters, and check out the new mine rescue and fire safety training tunnel. Associate degree and occupational certificates available.
We're full contact, hands-on coal mining. Real equipment, real live, all the time.
What are you waiting for? Call 618-437-5321 and get started.
This is the Showcase on WMIX. The Red Lake College Halftime Show starts now.
Halftime at Christopher. The Bearcats lead Webber Township 32-13 at the half on the Red Lake College Halftime Show. Red Lake College offers over 100 degree and certificate programs for thousands less. See which is right for you with full descriptions. RLC.edu. Apply online while you're there. A couple of boys' scores have just rattled in over the wire. Carmi beat Lawrenceville tonight 71-62. That was at Mount Carmel. It was Vianna over Chester 68-58 at Anna, and Johnson City beat El Dorado 63-58 at Harrisburg. Those scores brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. Give them a call at 242-3770 to get to a better state. We'll take a break and come back with scoring and stats. You're listening to the Showcase on WMIX.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
Enjoy fresh new market merchandise at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn. Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Paula Dean's new River House collection, and truckloads of new accessories are all 10 to 25% off. Or choose 24 months free financing store-wide at Newell's. So come in now while the selection's the best on America's favorite furniture. That's Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn. New stuff and new savings.
This is the Showcase, presented by Community First Bank.
Township trails Christopher at the half, 32-13 on the Red Lake College Halftime Show. They can save you thousands on your college education. See how and apply online at rlc.edu. Denny Czerwinski here. Chris Hugo alongside. Kind of turn over to the voice of the Rams on WMIX. Chris Hugo for this morning's stats for this first half.
Thank you, voice of the Showcase. Your team shooting stats for the first half for the Webber Trojans. They were 1 of 9 inside for 11.1%, 1 of 6 outside for 16.7%. Combined from the floor, 2 of 15 for 13.3%. For the Christopher Bearcats, 14 of 22 inside, obviously a big difference in the game at 63.6%. Just all 2 outside. They were 14 of 24 from the floor for 58.3%. Free throw shooting, both teams equal at 66.7%. In terms of percentages. However, the Trojans were 8 of 12, while the Bearcats were 4 of 6. Christopher out rebounding Webber 9-7. Turnover disadvantage. Also with the Trojans, 11. Oh, I don't have any games left this one. Anyhow, turnover disadvantage with Webber, 11-5. Individual scores now. Jackson Helm has a team-high 5 for the Trojans. Brandon Raymer with 4. 2 apiece for Zane Austin and Lane Moser. While for the Bearcats, a little tougher to figure out here. Josh Trelawney, Luke Sager, and Jacob Towers all have 6 points for the Cats. 4 points apiece for Mo Brown, Hunter Wheeler, and Ethan Connor, while Trayvon Brown has 2 points, and that's what gives us our halftime score of the Christopher Bearcats, 32. The Webber Trojans, 13.
Give us a like on Facebook, facebook.com/WMIX Sports. We just put some new content on there right now. Give us a like while you can. Here it is, halftime. Christopher leads Webber Township 32-13. We'll take a break, come back with the second half. You're listening to the Showcase on WMIX.
Mount Vernon is home to many wonderful people and things, and that includes quality cardiac care from Dr. Ruzaik Ibrahim. A skilled cardiologist, Dr. Ibrahim's training and scientific accomplishments have earned his designation as a Fellow of the American College of Cardiology. His services range from preventative care to the treatment of advanced heart conditions. For an appointment with Dr. Ibrahim at Crossroads Specialty Clinic, call 241-9071 or visit in person at 4113 South Water Tower, Mount Vernon.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the collision pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
People's National Bank makes purchasing a home easy. Hi, this is Joy Schrader, mortgage specialist from People's National Bank. Visit peoplesnationalbank.com to fill out an online application 24/7, and you will be on your way to owning your own home. If you have any questions, give me, Joy Schrader, a call at 241-6928.
People's National Bank, your home for home loans. Proudly serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Loans subject to credit approval.
Are you interested in a career in the culinary arts but can never afford the high cost of cooking school? Red Lake College has a low-cost recipe for success. For as little as $5,500 per year, you can get a quality culinary arts education in your own backyard. That even includes books, tuition, class fees, and supplies. Learn to master domestic fare, pastry, and foreign cuisine in Ina, Illinois. Save thousands on a culinary arts education at Red Lake College. For more information, log on to rlc.edu/culinary arts.
We're worldwide. This is the Showcase on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Presented by Community First Bank.
Halftime about to wrap up here at Christopher. Denny Czerwinski and Chris Hugo alongside, and this has been one of those games, Chris, where we kind of thought if Webber could take care of the basketball, they would have an opportunity in this one. But when they took care of the ball, they were close. When they didn't, that's when Christopher got a balloon on them.
Well, it's when they started to go sloppy, and then the zone trap full court didn't really help matters. And he had trouble getting it past the timeline. And when Christopher was able to turn those turnovers into points, and Jacob Towers and Hunter Wheeler especially, forcing the turnovers and converting those, I believe, if I remember right now, I lost track, I think about 14 points off of turnovers in that second quarter, which would mean that, wow, they scored 22 points. So 14 out of their 22 points were off the turnovers there in that second quarter for the Bearcats. And that's absolutely what could not happen if you were the Trojans. And that's what did happen. So now they're going to struggle to come from behind. But like we said, going into the locker room, they could not be down 20 or more. They went in down 19. So all not lost yet. You're going to have to play some great basketball here at the start of this third quarter. Get a stop here as Christopher starts with the basketball and try to turn that turnover or that stop into some key points.
And now Christopher, of course, with this big lead with the basketball. They're back with the starting lineups here as Towers cuts to the rim, gives it back off to Wheeler, top of the key. Wheeler inside pass to Connor, and he scores. And just like that, it's 34-13. Christopher really starting to pull some distance away here in this one.
Well, and he starts to feel that now, conversely, if they can come up with a stop, they're going to trap in the corner and try to get the back pick. But if they come up with a stop here, you feel like the momentum definitely on their side. It's going to take a lot for the Trojans to come back at all.
And Christopher right now has a steal. Jake Towers the other way on the turnover, makes the layup. He has 9. It's 36-13, and definitely not what Coach Beatty wanted. to start this second half with the turnover.
Well, a quick 4-0 run. You're already down 19, turns into 23 just like that. And Towers, I'm not sure if he can dunk, had dunk in his eyes, but just lays it in for an easy two-pointer there.
Yeah.
And not the way Webber wanted the second half to go.
Webber with the ball, and that's a shot by Jordan Wheeler. That's his first point of the game, and it's now 36-15. Christopher quickly the other way. Christopher, that's Towers, running shot up too strong. Rebound weak side, that goes to Connor. He'll go to the line and shoot two. That's the first foul on Webber Township of this second half. Foul on Dawson, his third. And that will send Connor to the line, I believe, to shoot two. First free throw up by Mr. Connor.
Left it soft.
Soft.
See if he overcompensates.
36-15. Make your own great play. When you open the Community First Bank Free Yield checking account there and cash back, just ask for one member FDIC. Second free throw on the way, up and in. Connor hits 1 out of 2. He has 7. It's 37-15. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler to this game tonight. Timeline, left side, Raymer, left corner, double teamed into Wheeler, left block, goes to the right, he's fouled. Josh Coloni gets his first, team first, and Jordan Wheeler will go to the line to shoot two. At the end of this one, Chris and I will pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. February is American Heart Month. Know your numbers, make an appointment with your doctor today. Crossroads Community Hospital is more than a hospital. It's what health care should be. Wheeler at the line to shoot two.
Got to pay attention there. Official bounced it to him, bounced right off. He's going to at the bench for instruction, but if you're the official, you got to have heads up there too.
Wheeler makes the first, even with the distraction. WMIXsports.com, you're streaming home for high school sports. Scoreboard update every night as well. Yeah. That text, the text I just got, yeah, right. And you also thought about playing defense too. Wheeler across the timeline between the circles, left side to Sager. Somebody texted about thinking of dunking too back in the day. Oh. And I said, yeah, so you also thought about thinking about playing defense. Sager with a little mid-range jumper scored. He has 8, 39-17. Yeah. Up it across the left side. Some people think they can do lots of things. Raymer in the corner. Goes to right side. Helm picked off by Towers. He'll come the other way. Up to Wheeler. One-on-one was Austin. Wheeler missed the shot. Tipped around. Rebound goes to Christopher. That's Connor, and he throws it away. Raymer on the steal. Raymer gets it up to Austin, up the left side for the Trojans. 6 minutes to go in the third. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. New content on there about this game and others as well. Wheeler in the corner to Raymer, left side. Raymer off the dribble on the wing. And Raymer double dribble.
Third turnover of the quarter for the Trojans. And that makes 14 for the game.
Golly. Shout out to Culture. Worried about the work schedule this week, trying to figure out what days this next game's going to be on with Christopher and our shift day with Sesser-Valier and the winner Christopher and Webber. Buck foul on Webber in the lane. Don't worry, it is Wednesday night.
Wednesday doubleheader.
At 8 o'clock.
I lost track of the Rams and the Effingham Hearts tomorrow night.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you right now, with Effingham and Mount Vernon tomorrow at Shagnon on FM and watching online at WMIXsports.com. Wednesday night, if things hold to fruition here, Waltonville, Woodlawn, and then, of course, Sesser-Valier Christopher, seats will be a premium here Wednesday night at Christopher.
Thing they know we're coming. Thanks for taking care of that.
Connor goes inside, base shot, up, no good, but a foul. Colonia go line to shoot two. He snuck in defensively. Not saying something that people don't already know, but there will be a lot of people here for that game. Both those games on Wednesday night.
Can you imagine if this holds true?
Oh, it's going to be tremendous.
That's good for the IHSA game.
It's good for us here at WMIX Sports. We'll give you a scoreboard update. There's a shocker going on in Northland. Free throw by Colonia is good.
How far north?
B.E. Gum Gym, the 2A Super at the half. T-Town 27, Bree Central 18. So they're trying to knock off a 4,000-point score.
Wow.
And an undefeated Bree Central Cougar team to get to Bloomington.
That would be huge.
Loney with the second. Timeout, Brad Beatty, 5:39 to go. How about some other scores? At the half, Flora leads Hamilton County 38-12 in boys play. Mulberry Grove beat Sandoval 68-64 in boys play. Johnson City beat El Dorado 63-58 in boys play. Redbud beat DuPoint 68-61 in boys play. Brussels beat Edwardsville Metro East Lutheran 75-74 in boys play. And in the girls' Class 1A Super, Goreville lost tonight to Mowicko Central A&M, 67-41. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens at State Farm Insurance. Give them a call, 242-3770 to get to a better state. Also another boys score. North Clay beat Red Hill 34-27. So good win for the Fighting Cardinals. Here, Webber down 24. This is the time to either get it going or you start looking at other things. Because Christopher right now dominating the ball right now.
Well, and that's exactly the thing. 24-point margin right now, 5:39 left to go in the third. Law of average is already against you at this point anyway, with 5:39 left to go, even in the third quarter. But you got to come out of this timeout, and you got to make something happen. They'll have the basketball leak to the floor, but got to find a way to rattle off some points and stop Christopher. That's tough to do, those four quick guards. And right now, looks like they have Brown and Wheeler, the two guards, along with Nikolic.
Now across the timeline, Jackson Helm with it. There'll be all kinds of people in here Wednesday night watching those two rivalry games.
2 nights from now.
Lear, the Sesser, Waltonville, Woodlawn, Christopher, you name it. It'll be crazy packed in here. Scheller. Yeah, Bonnie Nathan. All kinds. Helm with it. They'll run the left side to Raymer. Raymer goes baseline on Brown. Shot block and a foul. That'll be on Maloney, his third. I think if you're Eric Stallman, the concern in this game is the amount of reaching and wanting to block shots that you've seen in this game so far.
Well, the amount of wanting, and I do not mean this in a bad way whatsoever, the amount of wanting to showcase and show off. And I guess the opponent that you know kind of right now that is a little bit less. I don't mean show off in a negative way, but the ability to showcase what you're able to do and try to put on a show and on your home court. You don't get to host a regional very often.
Second free throw, Raymer, is good. He made both. He has 6 to lead Webber. 41-19, Christopher with 5 minutes to go in the third. Brown goes left side. That is to Connor, to Wheeler, back to Connor. Not to Connor Wheeler, but to Connor, last name. Brown goes over to Hunter Wheeler on the right wing. Inside to Coloni. Shot from 15, drops down. Shooter's touch, the iron kind. He has 10, 43-19. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. That's how we got to this one. And Jackson Helm brings it across the timeline. Left side to Raymer, out of bounds off of Christopher. It'll be Webber basketball.
Maurice Brown just stuck the right hand out there and tipped it out of bounds. Now the Trojans have to reset down 24 and just have to get something put together. You can't trade buckets right now. You got to get some points to get a stop. They got points last trip, and they gave us 2 more points on the way back down.
Rowley Excavating and Cement Finishing, found on Route 15 west of Woodlawn, has the trucks and equipment to deliver your top fill, soil, dirt, and anything else. Give Luke a call, 237-0552. Webber with the basketball on the right wing is Mosier. Travel the basketball, pick the pivot up, and it'll go to a turnover. It'll go back to Christopher. Make your own great play when you open the Community First Bank 3 high-yield checking account that earns cash back. Just ask for one, member FDIC. 4:18 left to go in the third. Christopher on top, 43-19 with the basketball. Top of the key for the Bearcats. In the lane comes Nikolic. His shot's no good. Rebound out to the top of the key to Maurice Brown for the Bearcats. Over on the left side to Williams in the corner. We're going to see a lot of Eric Stallman's bench in this game. Get past right corner. Nikolic gets around several people. Now to Williams. And Austin Williams gets on the board with a layup. And it's 45-19. Here comes Webber. Jordan Wheeler bringing it across the timeline. He'll bring it across, man-to-man from Christopher, as it been all the whole night. And Wheeler goes to the right side. Wheeler with it to the rim, shot short, rebound Connor. Ethan Connor gets it to Maurice Brown. Up on the right side into the front court as we sit here on the stage here at Christopher. Maurice Brown throws it left wing to Williams. Williams throws it out and it's stolen away by Raymer. Going the other way for the layup is up and in. Brandon Raymer with 8. And it is now a 45-21 Christopher lead. That ball's out of bounds. Christopher threw it away. It'll be Webber ball.
Well, back-to-back turnovers. Christopher trying to play too quickly that time, and now Webber a chance. I mean, they're down 24 still, so they've been able to cut into the large deficit, but with 3:10 left in the third. Obviously, right now, Coach Stallman's trying to get some players some PT here in a regional, because he may need that depth on Wednesday night, 2 nights from now.
Yep. Jackson Helm to Jordan Wheeler. Jordan's going to handle the ball this time. He brings it in the front court. Counts on. Now throw it left wing to Raymer on the Bearcat logo. Raymer goes baseline. Shot up and a foul. Raymer will go to the line to get 2.
I have to think Raymer's making a strong case to be our Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game, just because the way he's trying to attack the basket and trying to make some offensive things happen. I mean, he's not giving up.
Your community, your choice, your bank, with 5 locations. The friends and neighbors on staff understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Raymer misses the first. He'll get another. Second free throw off the mark. Rebound goes to Coloni. He gets it to Maurice Brown. Top of the key. Maurice throws right wing. That's to Anderson. The lefty takes 2 dribbles to his left. Now throws it left wing to Maurice Brown. Against the Webber zone. They are now a 2-3 team here in this third quarter. Over on the left side. Brown throws to Williams. Now on the right wing to Nicholas. He'll drive into the lane. Up and in. Garrett Nicholas scores. It's 47-21. Rivalry night here on Wednesday night. 6 o'clock, Woodlawn, Waltonville. 8 o'clock, Christopher and Sesser-Valier.
I think right now, Danny, of course, is going with the 2-3 zone because Webber's absolutely gassed. Had to go with the starters most of the way. Austin, of course, in foul trouble, lone starter on the floor, and right now just kind of kicking back in zone defensively, just trying to save their legs the rest of the way.
Well, you got the feeling that in that late, beginning second, I'll say, mid-second quarter, you had the feeling that Webber had it under control. And then Christopher had that zone trap going, and it seemed like that wore Christopher down, or Webber down, both mentally and physically, and that's where they kind of lost their faith again.
Well, lost their legs, lost a little bit of everything there, and it's tough when a team can run 4 guards at you, 4 guards as good as they are, and, Christopher's kind of seeing the benefits and the fruits of that labor right now, up to 26 again. With a minute 56 to go, having forced another turnover on the Trojans at 5th.
Make your own great play when you open a Community First Bank free high-yield checking account that earns cash back. Just ask for one. Member FDIC. With the basketball top of the key. On the left side is Maurice Brown. Brown with it, throws it left wing to Williams. Williams top of the key. Williams with it, now inside, shot good.
And a nice spin move. Austin Williams has 4 in the quarter, but a nice spin move in the lane. Got himself to the hoop. Easy layup inside with now a 28-point lead in the minute 25 to play in the third. 49-21, Webber with it. Read that over and laugh. With it on the left wing, something's missing. Helm with it over to Raymer on that left side. Humanity kind of crowds each other on that left wing, so Webber gets it out of their top of the key to Bush. To Helm. With Humanity.
Yeah, Helm with it. There's a lot of people on the left wing, yes, for layman's terms. Helm with it on the left wing. Under a minute to go, Webber down 49-21. Here in this third quarter, but with a basketball. There's a shot up net. Chris Bush with an easy layup. Nice play. 49-23.
Oh, they went over the top of the mountains to Bush down low.
It had to. Smooth shot it was. Top of the key is Coloni. He has it stolen away. That's stolen away by Raymer. Raymer has it. And he'll throw it left wing to Helm, who's bump fouled by Williams. It'll be out of bounds. Webber on the baseline. As this third quarter starting to wind down with Webber trailing 49-23. Webber will need to inbound. He got to inbound if somebody does. Helm will trigger on the baseline. Helm will lob pass inside to Gagne. Shot too strong. Rebound to Coloni. He'll leave it off for Maurice Brown. Down the lane he comes. Left wing. Shot fake from Williams. Nothing there. He dribbles to the top of the key. Williams calls out. Maurice Brown says, come here and handle the ball. He hands off to Maurice Brown, and with 15 seconds to go, Maurice Brown will reset the offense. Top of the key, ball screen. He'll go to the right, off the ball screen. Now looks left wing to Williams. His 15-footer from mid-range off the mark. Tipped around, rebound Jackson Helm with 3, with 2. Helm trying to get a shot off the dust from half court, and it's over the backboard. In the three quarters, Christopher 49, Webber Township 23. We'll take a break, come back with the fourth. You're listening to the Showcase on WMIX.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank, welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
The batter's box in Woodlawn has 17-foot ceilings with a half basketball court, full-length batting cage, pitching machine, and climate control for year-round use. The batter's box is a great place for basketball, baseball, or softball practice with active clinics and lessons in the spring and fall. Contact Scott Smith at 316-1437 to reserve the batter's box for your team or party. Speaking of parties, plan your next birthday party with the batter's box. Located at 614 North Main in Woodlawn. Call 316-1437 for prices and availability.
This is the Showcase, presented by Community First Bank.
Oh, my goodness. 3 quarters into book here at Christopher. The Bearcats lead Webber Township 49-23. Denny Czerwinski and Chris Hugo alongside. Don't forget about the Saturday Sports Show every Saturday morning on AM 940 from 8:08 a.m. to 10 a.m. Also online at WMIX.com. Webber Township with the basketball to start the 4th quarter. And with it is Raymer. Has to pick it up near the timeline. Right wing Gagne looks at the wing. Top of the key to Mosier. Mosier has it. Mosier with it, and it's taken away, but it's a foul. That is on number 23, Josh Coloni, his 4th. Webber inbound, side out of bounds. And now Webber with it and will try to get something going here. T-Town now leads Central 29-25 with 4:15 to go in the 3rd. Now Christopher with another blocking foul. And I think, again, as I bring it up, Chris, that's something that I think Eric Stallman's got to be concerned with. The fact that Christopher's got a lot of reaching fouls in this ballgame.
Well, and just sticking the hands out there. And, I mean, with that being a point of emphasis this year, the increased hand check calls, obviously that's something you do not want to see right now, especially on 26. You want to clean things up. This could be a bump foul with the left hip for Williams. Should be his 2nd. And I'll pick up.
And I know it's reserves, but you don't want that kind of carrying over. They really started with the starters and the first 2 or 3 subs off the bench, and that's the concern here.
It's become habitual if they keep happening. That's not a habit you can afford to have Wednesday night against the Red Devils, because they're going to exploit that. That's the Red Devil team that, of course, shares the BDC West title, and coming off a nice little high there with a great finish to the regular season in Shane Garner's first year. So interesting to see what'll happen.
Bush makes the first. He's got 3. He'll get another. It's 49-24. Chris and I will pick the Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one's over. February's American Heart Month. Know your numbers. Make an appointment with your doctor today. Crossroads Community Hospital is more than a hospital. What health care should be. Chris Bush off the bench with 4 quick points. 49-25. Webber down by 24.
Quick points and a quick seat as we see Zane Austin check back in.
Talent's on the way, though. Bluford got 3rd Class S last weekend, 2 weekends ago. Anyway, Talent's on the way for Brad Beatty. Right wing with it is Williams. Up top of the key to Maurice Brown over on the left side. Baseline shot by Nikolic, too strong. Rebound Williams, and what do we have? Who do we have? It's going on Christopher. It's going on Williams. This is in the NBA. When you're up by 24, this is called garbage time. The stat stuff proportion, where you try to pick up all the garbage you can to add to that stat line, so at the end of the year you and your agent can negotiate. An exciting 2 games on Wednesday night. Free throw by Wheeler is good. Jordan, that is. He gets another. Waltonville and Woodlawn will kick it off at 6 o'clock, 5:45 on the FM pregame, WMIXsports.com as well, followed by Sesser-Valier and Christopher. Waltonville and Woodlawn, this will be time number 3. Christopher Sesser, I believe, it's time number 3 as well. Brown with it on the left side. After the missed free throw, 49-26. Maurice Brown top of the key. Over on the left side, that is to Williams. Out, and they flip it out top of the key, Nicholas. Over to Maurice Brown. Holds above his head. Maurice looks top of the key. 3-point contest, of course, for this regional will be Friday night at 5:30 before the start of the championship. That's the way they do things right now. Baseline pass goes to Hammonds in the left corner. He's tipped. And that's a foul on Raymer. A lot of contact there. And one official was ready to get out of here and go home, and the other one called it. Oh, Bree Central now down 31-30.
Yeah, there's been times this year, and I'm not making excuses for the Cougars, but there's times they started slow but finished hot. You wonder if that's the case tonight up there at Salem.
Maurice Brown's a free from the corner, and the inbounds for Christopher. Ball tipped out to the free throw line to Hammond. Back to Williams. And Williams will bring it out to Maurice Brown on the left side with 6:20 to go in the game. Now they go right corner. Nicholas steps in from 10. His shot short out the Maurice Brown free throw line. Rebound up and in. Maurice Brown has 6 points. It's 51-26. Webber down 25. Stay tuned for the Sesser Auto Body post-game show, pre-approved by most insurance companies. This means they can get your vehicle back on the road faster. That's the Collision Pros at Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser. As Webber is bringing across the timeline, we have a foul. It's going to be on number 34, Luke Wingett, Christopher. He follows us on Twitter, as do several of these members of the Trojans and Bearcats teams. They should. They follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports, just like you should. Like us on Facebook as well, facebook.com/WMIX Sports. Jordan Wheeler at the line for the Webber Trojans. He gets the first. He has 6. And it's now 51-27. Wheeler with the second. And timeout. Webber Township. Brad Beatty wants a teaching moment with 5:55 left to go in the game. And it's 51-28. Scoreboard update. Why not, right? We're waiting around. As we said, Marshall beat Robinson 51-46 in boys play. Thompsonville beat Hardin County 71-63 in boys play. Dongola beat Joppa 70-62 in boys play. Lovejoy beat Lebanon 72-53 boys play. Louisville North Clay beat Red Hill 34-27 in boys play as well. That's scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. Give Scott Owens a call, 242-3770. Bree Central now in the lead, 32-31, with 2:02 to go in the third quarter. As you rightly predicted, Mr. Hugo, Bree Central woke up. They're looking to get the state.
Well, that's the team. I mean, they fired on all cylinders all year. They've had a couple of battles with Modern Day across town, and you know, you think of the battles they've had with the Hornets. They go to the top tournaments, of course, Muscuda Highland, among others. It's just hard not to favor them in a game, and I know it's T-Town always dominant every year in the NTC, now independent, but you still have to favor Central. Just a good team and probably many pick to, if not come home with a big trophy, at least second.
Maurice Brown top of the key with 5.5 to go. Christopher leads 51-28. Nicholas on the wing to Williams, top of the key against the Webber zone. Baseline Nicholas, pass inside underneath for Wingett. Shot up and in. Luke Wingett, as we said, follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. He gets points, and the Christopher bench goes crazy.
That's a nice post-up move there.
Nice to see teammates cheer each other on, even in a game like this, one way or the other with the scoring. Austin with a top of the key on the dribble. Brown's all over Austin. He hands off to Raymer left side. Raymer to the top of the key, cut off, has to circle back around to the left between the circles. Raymer with it, goes right side. Crosses over. Now top of the key, Jordan Wheeler. Down the lane he comes. Left corner shot fake. Austin dribbles in mid-range. Shot short. Rebound for Christopher goes to Dustin Hammond. He gets to Maurice Brown as he brings it up right side. He's going to the horn. Shot glass good. Ooh, Maurice Brown's a kiss, and it's not even prom yet. He has 8 off the bench. 55-28.
Having a great night. Mo Brown.
4:34 to go. And Webber has it. Austin left side to Raymer on the dribble handoff. Now back to the top of the key. Raymer dribble handoff Wheeler. Wheeler comes down the lane on the drive. Lots of contact, no call. You have to call something one way or the other. People can't fall down and get ran over without something happening. Maurice Brown, though, with it for Webber. And timeout, Christopher. Here comes the line change. Thank you to Hunter Wheeler at the half, who was able to tell us some of the names and numbers in the book that were not there from Christopher. Maybe part of the futures program, who knows? Top of the key is McPhail for Webber. He'll throw a right wing to Schimpf. Schimpf with it on the dribble. Back over on the left wing. That is McPhail. Skip pass right wing to another number we don't have. That shot up, no good. Rebound goes to Raymer, who gets it to Austin. Now, if I can get a name doing it this way, I'd be impressed. Top of the key, Austin. Austin on the dribble with 3:39 to go down the right side, and that's a travel. Yeah. Went for the jump stop. Went for the jump stop pass shot, and that doesn't work. 3:36 to go. And Webber will have the basketball. Over on the left side. I should say Christopher has it. Now right side three coming up, and front of the iron, no good for McPhail. Rebound goes to Luke Wingett. His shot blocked, rebound Austin. And here comes Webber. With the basketball, Helm to the rim, got fouled. And with that, Helm will probably go to the line to shoot, too. Trying to find out that information right now.
Noah Karch and Garrett Gervin check in.
Jackson Helm at the line for 2.
Alec Long, Chris Bush all going to check in.
Yeah, it's going to be garbage time for one final time for Webber this year. Helm makes the first. Might be garbage time, one final time for some of these reserves for Chris. See Brad Beatty give a hug to Jordan Wheeler, and Jordan Wheeler has been a beast all year. You see Brandon Raymer getting a hug as well. Two guys that have put their heart and soul in this program. Here comes Christopher. They lead 55-29. 3 on the way from the corner is good by Gabe Schimpf. Glad we got that name. 58-29. Ironic how this thing works. Down the lane, Austin. In the lane, we did forget to mention the officials. I believe Scott Riggs, Larry Knowles, and Sammy Paradata are your officials on this one. Pointed out by a fan listening. Thank you for listening. Austin with, yeah. Yeah. First free throw, no good. Trying to get a name. That'll have what he knows. 58-29. Austin misses the first. We'll stay tuned for the Sesser Auto Body post-game show as Austin makes the second. 58-30 with 2:56 to go. It'll be Waltonville Woodlawn at 6 o'clock Wednesday, followed by Christopher Sesser-Valier 8 o'clock on Wednesday night. Won't it be fun? And we have it all here at WMIX 94.1 FM. Left wing 3, Austin up. No good. Rebound out to the top of the key. That is to Schimpf, and it doesn't go. Rebound to Webber. Austin has it. He'll bring it up the right side with 2.5 to go. Austin with it on the dribble. Austin looks right, now left. Now back to the right. As he dribbles at 2:22 to go in this one. Austin top of the key to Austin. That's an Austin to Austin. It's stolen away by number 4 for Christopher. Wouldn't you know it, he scored. Wood didn't hear it too fast. Yeah, I said too fast, couldn't hear it. With 2 minutes to go in the game, Webber is trailing 60-30. On the left wing with it is Alex Long. Long looks, goes right wing to Zane Austin. Has to throw it inbounds and stolen away by McPhail. Outlet, you got it, number 4. Nope, can't hear it. And we knew it was number 4 as he scores again. 62-30 with 1:40 to go. I've already tried that out. If that's who you're wanting to find out info from. I can't get it. No, that one's not working out. Uh-oh, here comes another steal. Up and in by number 4. Wouldn't you know it? He has 6 points, and the name is not in the book because it's not in the program. Timeout, we're going to have some subs.
Maybe Larry, just call the officials timeout so we can get our roster here.
Yeah, 1:23 to go. Webber will check in to people, as will Christopher. 1:23 to go in the game. Webber trails 64-30 with a basketball. Over on the right side is Tyler Austin. Tyler with it. Will throw it inside. Turnaround jumper from Karch. No good. Rebound Alex Long. Back to Karch. His shot long. Rebound to Christopher. Here come the Bearcats the other way. Top of the key. Left wing. We're scrambling to find out who number 4 is for Christopher. Here comes a 3 from McPhail. Shot rattles out. Tipped up shot, no good by Schimpf. Rebound goes to Karch. And here comes Webber again with a basketball with 45 seconds left to go. That is Tyler Austin, top to key. Pass stolen away by McPhail. McPhail's going to try to get to the rim and does. Passes number 4 up and in again. He has 8 points. He is the unknown scorer for Christopher in this fourth quarter. We will have a name one way or another by the time we go off the air. As we're at the top of the hour with 23 seconds to go. That foul's given. And with 23 seconds left, they're going to shoot the 1-and-1. While they set up for that, since we're at the top of the hour, we'll pause for station identification on the showcase.
Worldwide at WMIXsports.com. This is WMIX FM, Mount Vernon, Marion, Effingham. A free service from Withers Broadcasting.
Tyler Austin makes the first free throw for Webber Township at 66-31. Christopher with 22 seconds to go. Woodlawn and Waltonville Wednesday at 6, Sesser-Valier and Christopher at 8. As Austin hits both right here on WMIX. McPhail will bring it across the timeline on the dribble. He'll come to the left. Christopher's going to hold it. Your final score tonight will be Christopher 66, Webber Township 32. We'll take a break, come back with the Sesser Auto Body postgame show. You're listening to the showcase on WMIX.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
A Coach House Garage is money well spent on craftsmanship that's sure to get compliments.
Don't cut corners on your garage. It adds value to your home. That's why you need to see the professionals at Coach House Garages. Choose from a variety of Coach House garage designs, or they'll build one to your design. For a dealer near you, check the yellow pages in Mount Vernon, or go online to CoachHouseGarages.com.
More than just a garage. More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
The Batter's Box in Woodlawn has 17-foot ceilings with a half basketball court, full-length batting cage, pitching machine, and climate control for year-round use. The Batter's Box is a great place for basketball, baseball, or softball practice with active clinics and lessons in the spring and fall. Contact Scott Smith at 316-1437 to reserve the Batter's Box for your team or party. Speaking of parties, plan your next birthday party with the Batter's Box, located at 614 North Main in Woodlawn. Call 316-1437 for prices and availability.
Dependable and knowledgeable State Farm agent seeks customers looking for real protection in a long-term relationship.
Look no further. Having one special person for your car, home, and life insurance lets you get down to business with the rest of your life. It's what they do. Combine your homeowners, life, and car policies and save big time. Get to a better state with State Farm agent Scott Owens in Mount Vernon, or call 242-3770 for a quote.
Is your concrete driveway or maybe your sidewalk cracked, unsightly, or even non-existent? Let Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing in Woodlawn be a part of your home or business renovation in the new year. A true family-owned and operated local business, Rowley's Excavating specializes in dirt excavation and hauling, residential and commercial concrete jobs too. There's nothing these guys can't do. Get a free quote by calling Luke Rowley at 237-0552. That's 237-0552. Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing. They get dirty so you don't have to. Call Luke today.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the collision pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
This is the Showcase on WMIX. The Sesser Auto Body postgame show starts now.
Final score of Game 2 tonight here is Christopher Regional. Christopher 66, Webber Township 32. We welcome you back into the Sesser Auto Body postgame show. Sometimes things happen in an automobile that are beyond your control. When they do, take your vehicle to Sesser Auto Body. They can get you on the road quicker and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body. 602 South Park in Seth. Final score from Game 1 tonight, Waltonville beat Wayne City 39-31, and Christopher beat Webber, of course, 66-32. So that sets up Wednesday night semifinals at 6 o'clock. It'll be Woodlawn versus Waltonville. Pre-game for that at 5:45 here on WMIX 94.1 FM and online at WMIXsports.com. And then following that game will be Sesser-Valier and Christopher. Pre-game will be as soon as that first one's over, followed by the opening tip between Sesser-Valier and Christopher. You can listen to both games Wednesday night here on WMIX 94.1 FM or online at WMIXsports.com. We'll take a break, come back with scoring and stats from this one. You're listening to the Showcase on WMIX.
Don't just dream about a better job, go get it with scores of programs that take 2 years, 1 year, or even just a few months to complete. Red Lake College is your gateway to a career you'll love. From nursing to coal mining, from computer programming to cosmetology, and everything in between. Red Lake College is affordable, convenient, and ready to get you trained for your new job fast. Call us at 618-437-5321 or visit us at rlc.edu.
Enjoy fresh new market merchandise at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn. Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Paula Dean's new River House collection, and truckloads of new accessories are all 10 to 25% off. Or choose 24 months free financing store-wide at Newell's. So come in now while the selection's the best on America's favorite furniture. That's Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn. New stuff and new savings.
Complete. That's the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois with a full sports medicine clinic, state-of-the-art MRI, a spine care team that focuses on pain management, arthroscopy specialists offering total joint replacement, hand surgery, and complete rehabilitation services. Doctors Chow, Hool, Ahn, Kowalski, Freehill, and Smith stand ready to serve you today with offices in Mount Vernon and Centralia and satellite offices in Benton and Nashville. Find out more online at orthocenter-si.com.
More Americans are on the move today than ever before. One of the most popular modes of transportation is the motorcycle. Motorcycles take us to our jobs, school, to the beach, and all around the country. If you're a bike rider, your Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crownview in Mount Vernon, wants to make sure you have the best insurance protection while you're riding. Ask about the money-saving auto cycle discount and the experienced driver discount, too. Call Page Insurance at 242-7000 today about motorcycle insurance from Pekin Insurance.
This is the Showcase, presented by Community First Bank.
Final score, Christopher tonight. Christopher wins 66-32 as we welcome you back into the Sesser Auto Body postgame show. Sesser Auto Body reminds everyone to drive safe from this game and any other game tonight. Next time you have an accident, see the collision pros at Sesser Auto Body to get back on the road faster. That's Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser. And he's with Chris Hugo alongside. And I will turn it over to him. We'll have the scoring and stats of this game.
Well, first of all, since traffic laws were allegedly broken, we won't say where the name of number 4 came from. We got the last name, which enabled me to actually text Nick Batts to get the first name. So we appreciate the unnamed traffic law violator who helped us out immensely to get number 4's name. Nick Batts says it'd be Caleb Pedigo.
Okay.
Number 4, that's Caleb with a K.
Got it.
So now we know that, of course, for Wednesday night. So we appreciate both of those for their assistance in that matter. Taking a look at your stats, though, here, of course, for the game. Webber was just 4 of 21 inside. That's 19% there. 1 of 7 outside for 14.3%. I combined 5 of 28 from the floor for 17.9%. Looking at Christopher Bearcats, so they're 28 of 48 inside for 58.3%. Just 1 of 5 outside for 20%. They're 29 of 53 from the field for 54.7%. Free throw shooting a little better for the Trojans. They were 20 of 30 for 66.7%. Christopher was just 7 of 10, although that is 70% from the line. The Bearcats out-rebounded Webber 23-11. Turnover disadvantage belonged with the Trojans 23-9er. Taking a look at the Bearcats' individual scoring, actually we'll do Webber first. They were led by Brandon Raymer with 8. Jackson Helm had 7. 6 points from Jordan Wheeler, 4 points from Chris Bush off of the bench, 3 from Zane Austin, 2 from Lane Moser, and 1 from... We have multiple names on this particular player on the roster. Those current roster says Garrett Irvin.
Yep.
So there we go. Taking a look at Christopher Bearcats. Oh, my. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It would have been easier to just count the blanks than have scores, I suppose, looking back. The 12 of 15 in the book tonight for the Bearcats. They were led by a team-high 10 from Josh Coloni. 8 points apiece from Caleb Pedigo, Maurice Brown, Jacob Towers, Luke Sager. 7 from Ethan Connor. Nobody was 6 or 5. So with 4 points apiece, we have Hunter Wheeler and Austin Williams. With the 3, we have Gage Schimpf. 2 points apiece from Davon Brown and Garrett Nikolic and Luke Wingett. Give us our final score of Christopher winning this one by a score of 66-32 over the Webber Trojans.
We'll take a wow. Right? Yeah, no, that's a lot. Everybody got to play. As I said, that's the NBA lingo for garbage time. And the stat stuff was time. Take a break, come back. We're going to pick Crossroads Community Hospital Player of the Game. You're listening to the Showcase on WMIX.
Is your concrete driveway or maybe your sidewalk cracked, unsightly, or even non-existent? Let Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing in Woodlawn be a part of your home or business renovation in the new year. A true family-owned and operated local business, Rowley's Excavating specializes in dirt excavation and hauling, residential and commercial concrete jobs too. There's nothing these guys can't do. Get a free quote by calling Luke Rowley at 237-0552. That's 237-0552. Rowley's Excavating and Cement Finishing. They get dirty so you don't have to. Call Luke today.
Raise your hand if you're tired of showing up for a service appointment only to sit around a waiting room. Hi, Roy Schmidt, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealer at King City Chrysler Center. Our express lane fast oil changes and more provide quick, convenient service with no appointment needed. Our specialists are on hand to wait on you with lanes dedicated just for your oil changes, tire rotation, brake inspections, batteries, bulbs, wiper blades, air filter replacements, and more. We will also perform complimentary vehicle inspection with every oil change. We work around your schedule, open weekdays from 7:30 until 5 and Saturdays from 8 a.m. until noon. See Express Lane Fast Oil Changes and more for all of your service needs, and we will get you back on the road quick. We're located at King City Chrysler Center at 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois. Just another reason you can count on us.
The health of your kidneys has a big impact on your overall health, affecting everything from your blood pressure to your bones. And if you ever have a kidney problem, Dr. Kangura is here to help. Dr. Kangura trained at the Mayo Clinic and specializes in conditions ranging from kidney stones and uncontrolled high blood pressure to chronic kidney disease. Dr. Kangura sees patients at Crossroads Specialty Clinic. For an appointment, call 618-241-9071.
We're worldwide. This is the Showcase on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Presented by Community First Bank.
Final score, Christopher tonight. Game 2 of this night of regional quarterfinals. Christopher beats Webber 66-32. Denning Czerwinski, Chris Hugo alongside. And we have another shout-out to give, another one. I'll let you lead and take care of that shout-out for us.
Well, Greg Odell, a former Webber Trojan, of course, is listening to us at WMIXsports.com from Goodfellow Air Force Base in Texas. So obviously he is serving our proud nation, and we thank him for his service and also thank him for accessing tonight's broadcast on WMIXsports.com.
Time for the part of the show where we have to pick a Crossroads Hospital Player of the Game.
Well, I tell you what, Brandon Raymer, I just thought was the aggressor all night for Webber, and he only had 2 field goals, but was able to get 4 points from the line and was able to get himself to the line whenever offense was sort of stagnant. And I know this is the season-ending game for the Trojans, and typically when a showcase team ends their season, we tend to pick that entire team, but I think Brandon Raymer had an above-all effort, and with his 8 points is our Crossroads Community Hospital Player of the Game.
Crossroads Community Hospital, February is American Heart Month. Know your numbers, make an appointment with your doctor today. Crossroads Community Hospital is more than a hospital, it's what health care should be. Final thought, Mr. Hugo, and we'll wrap it up and get out of here and come back on Wednesday.
Well, first thought, for my final thought, is how do you have an uneven number of games in a scorebook?
I don't understand either. I noticed that on that when I got...
So I have to get another book if I want to do both games on Wednesday.
Yes.
I'll use one of the fill-in books or something. But anyhow, final thought was, for Webber, it was a shame to see them go down like that tonight. I mean, I know they were still looking for their first win coming in, but they'd played so much better basketball along the way. But, for the Bearcats, though, the way they came in, the way their 4 guards just kind of took control at times, and as interspersed as they had to be due to foul trouble, I thought Eric Stallman did a great job of using those 4 guards and using them when needed, and they looked like world beaters tonight. I mean, there aren't many teams, I think, that would have beaten Christopher with that type of performance. And the ability, of course, to get your bench into the game and get some crucial regional time and postseason time was just a great night for the Bearcats, and I know the Trojans wanted it to end a little bit differently and wanted to get their first win of the year tonight, but the important thing is, even though they're a winless team, they improved throughout the year, and they got better and better and better. And, with some help along the way, of course, a Trojan team that placed at Class S, of course, in the Southern Illinois Junior High School Athletic Association tournament. You hope those kids can kind of grow and transition into high school players and and hope that they don't lose focus along the way, and that help and good times are on the way in Bluford.
Our broadcast schedule for the week is as follows. Tomorrow night, we will be at Chagnon Gymnasium. The Mount Vernon Rams have a non-conference game against Effingham. A tradition-rich rivalry there between Effingham and Mount Vernon will take place tomorrow night. Pre-game about 7:25. You can listen to it here on WMIX 94.1 FM or watch it live at WMIXsports.com. On Wednesday night, we're back here at Christopher at 5:45 for the pregame between Waltonville and Woodlawn. And then following that game, we also will have the broadcast of Sesser-Valier and Christopher right here on 94.1 FM and also online at WMIXsports.com. Not that I know of. I don't think we have a game on Thursday or haven't found one yet, but we might. Who knows? And then on Friday night, it's the Rams at home against Centray on WMIX 94.1 FM. You can watch it live at WMIXsports.com. And Mike Richardson and I will be here on Friday night for the regional championship as well here at Christopher, no matter who wins that one. We need to wrap it up and get out of here. For Holly Carroll, for Chris Hugo, I'm Danny Czerwinski, thanking everybody for listening. And with that, Christopher wins 66-32. Thank you for listening, and good night, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the WMIX Basketball Showcase on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. The Showcase is presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. The Showcase is also sponsored in part by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. The Collision Pros at Sesser Auto Body, Roley Excavating, Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn, Red Lake College. It's time. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu and by Coach House Garages, Ford Square, King City Chrysler. You can count on us. The Batter's Box in Woodlawn, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, State Farm agent Scott Owens. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And People's National Bank. For inside information before, during, and after the game, log on to WMIXsports.com or find us on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. We are your home for news, talk, sports, and today's hot country. WMIX.